This wasn't like some like pity thing, like, oh, let's just move her up because of XYZ. Like, she literally earned it. She did all of the right things to earn it. Why is she being penalized and being stripped of her medal? Because the judges made an error. First things first, let's talk about the Olympics. So the Olympics is wrapping up right now. If you're listening to this live, today is the last day of the Olympics. The closing ceremony is happening. If you're watching this on YouTube, it happened over the weekend. So there's a few things that's been taking place these past couple of days. Some more historic moments has been made. Sha'Carri and Team USA, her and 4 other amazing athletes have taken home the gold medal in the women's 4x100 meter. It was Sha'Carri Richardson, it was Gabby Thomas, who I'm a fan of as well. It was Melissa Jefferson, and it was Twanisha Terry. Bodied it at the 4x100. Sha'Carri had the anchor, which is the last person to run out of the 4. And when I tell you, left them in the dust. I was watching it on my phone, this particular race, because at the time it was happening, and I was just going crazy. I was in public, like clapping mad hard, like, let's go, Sha'Carri. Like, it was dope to see. You know, Sha'Carri had her own individual race when she did the 100 meter, and she medaled with silver. And there was this whole controversy on her possibly not being able to warm up. I spoke about that last week. And so she medaled silver. I wasn't mad at it. And it's her first Olympics. So to see her now get a gold medal and this 4x100 was so dope to see. So dope to see. Super proud of Sha'Carri. She lives up to all of the hype, everything. And yeah, give her flowers right now. Sha'Carri, she earned it, and she's dope. She's super dope. So fast shouts to the whole track and field, Team USA women's, Sha'Carri Richardson, Gabby Thomas, Melissa Jefferson, and Twanisha Terry. Y'all all held y'all own, did y'all thing, and congratulations. Also on the men's side of track and field, Noah Lyles. It was this big deal. Noah Lyles was trying to do something that Usain Bolt has done, the only one that has done it, and not the only one, but he's done it 4 times in a row, 4 different Olympics, where he medaled gold for the 100 meter and the 200 meter. And the last time it happened for an American was, I think, like in 1984 or something like that, like 40 years ago. So Noah Lyles was looking to break this record. He dominated in the 100 meter, even though it was real close. I shouldn't even say he dominated. It was real close. He won by a hair. Like, he leaned in and he did what he was supposed to do. He took home the gold. So now the 200 meter is happening. Will Noah do it is what everyone was wondering. And Noah's this like showman, right? So he's always, everything is like grand. So even with the introductions for the athletes coming out to do this 200 meter, everybody else just walk out regular, get a little wave. Noah sprints out of the little podium entrance thing and runs out onto the field. He's jumping up and down. Like, it's a whole big thing, right? Which makes, when something like what happened that much more disappointing and low-key embarrassing when you are such the showman and you fall short. Similar thing happened with Sha'Carri Richardson. If you remember a few years ago when she was in the running for the last Olympics, and that situation happened with the marijuana, and she wasn't able to compete. And then there were other races leading up to it where Sha'Carri at the time was real, like similar to Noah. She was very like braggadocious and like, y'all ain't seeing me, yada, yada. And then that one race happened. I forget where it happened at, but she ended up having such a bad race. It just made it look crazy. Like, and it opened up the door for people to like ridicule her and clown her, like, oh, you was talking all of that, and look at you, you came in like last place or something, yada yada. And since then, Sha'Carri has, I think, made like a shift. It seems she decided to let her work speak for her. If you notice, she's no longer like being the way she was a few years ago. She's like more centered. She's has this like outward like relationship with God, and she's like always like praying. Even when you see her do interviews and stuff, she's just like, her mind is in a different space, and she lets her work speak for herself. She kept her head down and she's just bodying it across the board. And it makes it that much more sweet when that happens and you are able to hush the naysayers while remaining a little bit humble, you know. And with Noah Lyles, he's not on that time right now. So when it was time for this 200 meter, and I had a lot of faith in Noah. I had a lot of faith in him because I've seen him race numerous times. And as I said on a couple of weeks ago, I'm like, he seems to pick up speed the more he runs. So like this 200 meters should be like a breeze. Time comes and your man didn't live up to it. He fell short. He ended up taking bronze. And it's unfortunate. I don't know if this is going to change the way he approaches things, similar to how with Sha'Carri. I don't know if this is going to change the way he approaches future races, if he's going to be a little more humble, or if he's going to be the same old Noah Lyles that we've been seeing. Noah revealed that 2 days prior to the 200 meter, he tested positive for COVID and is basically blaming the COVID on the reason why he didn't perform his best. And that could be true. That could be true. I'm not saying it's not, but you couldn't really tell he had COVID. Like even with his run out from the opening, when they announcing each athlete and he sprints out of the thing and runs on the field and jumping up and down and slaps the thing and knocks the number off of it and stuff, like all of these things he did, it didn't look like he had COVID. So then when it's time to race and you're falling short, and then it's COVID. But that's just my personal opinion on it. I just feel like he probably should have like been a little more humble on the lead up to it. I don't know. That's just my thing. But I do know COVID takes a toll on the body, and it just wasn't a good look though. Overall, it wasn't a good look. Disappointing, but Noah Lyles is definitely being a little more. He's being a good sport about the whole situation, I should say. He released a statement. He said, "First, I want to thank God for getting me through this entire Olympics. Second, I want to congratulate Tebogo, who ended up getting gold. He's from Botswana, I believe. And Kenny Bednarak, he's from the U.S., and everyone else on an amazing Olympic 200 meter final. Finally, I want to thank everyone for the supportive messages. I believe this will be the end of my 2024 Olympics. It is not the Olympic I dreamed of, but it has left me with so much joy in my heart. I hope everyone enjoyed the show. Whether you were rooting for me or against me, you have to admit you watched, didn't you?" That good old Noah is showing right there. He said, "See you next time." So yeah, I just feel like if you are going to be the type of person to be this like showman and talk crap to everybody and stuff, you definitely open the door for higher embarrassment and more ridicule and people to like talk crazy about you when you don't live up to it. So I don't know. Is it better to be humble and let your work speak for itself? I think so. I think so. That's just my take on it. We'll see how Noah approaches things in the future. This is definitely not the end for him. He's still arguably one of the fastest men in track history. So I don't know. It's just maybe a matter of regrouping and coming back stronger than ever. Just take a cue from Sha'Carri. She's not back. She's better. And I'm super proud of Sha'Carri for that. Elsewhere in the Olympics, Team USA, the basketball side, the men's basketball took home their 5th consecutive gold medal, defeating France. And on the women's side, and women's Team USA basketball, they also defeated France and took home their 8th consecutive Olympic gold medal. So fast shouts to Team USA. What else happened during the Olympics? One of the biggest stories this week with the Olympics is Jordan Chiles. She's a gymnast who, if you watched the gymnastics, she originally had placed in 5th place with 2 athletes from Romania placing 3rd and 4th. And Brazil had taken the gold and Simone Biles had taken silver. And Jordan's coaches put in an inquiry because I guess they're able to see the judging panel score sheet or whatever, and they realized that Jordan wasn't given credit for one of her leaps, one of the like jump split leaps. She wasn't given credit for. And normal, if you feel something is wrong, you put in an inquiry. And within like a matter of minutes, the scoreboard changed and Jordan went from being 5th to 3rd, giving her now the bronze medal. And, you know, they're celebrating. This was the first all black podium with all 3. And as disappointing as it is for Romania, because watching it live, I'm like, dang, that gotta suck because you just thought you had bronze and now all of a sudden your name is switched. You don't have it no more. I was like, that gotta suck. And of course, visibly, you could see it on the young lady from Romania face. She was crying and stuff. And it's like, dang, but fast shouts to Jordan because you earned it. You earned it. Fast forward a couple days later, apparently Romania put in a request, an appeal. And the Court of Arbitration for Sport has overturned the change that gave Jordan her bronze medal. And they say it's because the inquiry that was put in by the coaches of Jordan was put in after the 1-minute deadline that you're allowed to put in an inquiry for. The New York Times reported that it was 4 seconds past a minute. 4 seconds. The Court of Arbitration for Sport and the ruling stated the inquiry submitted on behalf of Ms. Jordan Chiles in the final of the women's floor exercise was raised after the conclusion of the 1-minute deadline provided by Article 8.5 of the 2024 FIG technical regulations and is determined to be without effect. The initial score of 13.666 given to Ms. Jordan Chiles and the final of women's floor exercise shall be reinstated, putting Jordan back in the 5th spot, giving Romania the title. Jordan Chiles' sister, when this came out, released a statement. Jasmine Chiles, she said, please keep Jordan and my family in your prayers. Racism is real. It exists. It is alive and well. They have officially, 5 days later, stripped her of one of her medals. Not because she didn't win, not because she was drugged, not because she stepped out of bounds, not because she wasn't good enough, but because the judges failed to give her difficulty and forced an inquiry to be made. 4 seconds. Her bronze was stripped over 4 seconds of time that would have never needed to happen if the judges did their job. I love you, baby sis, and I got your back no matter what. Jordan Chiles also took to her social media and she put up 4 broken heart emojis, apparently for the 4 seconds. And she says she's taken a step away from social media for her mental health. The U.S. Gymnastics and the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee released a statement after this decision was made. They said, "We are devastated by the Court of Arbitration for Sport ruling regarding women's floor exercise. The inquiry into the difficulty value of Jordan Chiles' floor exercise routine was filled in good faith, and we believe in accordance with FIG rules to ensure accurate scoring. Throughout the appeal process, Jordan has been subject to consistent, utterly baseless, and extremely hurtful attacks on social media. No athlete should be subject to such treatment. We condemn the attacks and those who engage, support, or instigate them. We commend Jordan for conducting herself with integrity, both on and off the competition floor, and we continue to stand by and support her." Because that was a thing. Apparently, after the ruling switched and Jordan got placed third to win bronze, she was getting a lot of hate online. I'm assuming from Romanians who was feeling like she took it from their girl. My thing is, at the end of the day, the judges should have did their job from the jump. This would have never had to happen if they scored properly. It's not like Jordan didn't earn this. She earned that bronze medal. It was the judge's fault that she didn't receive the proper score giving her that medal. This wasn't like some pity thing, like, oh, let's just move her up because of XYZ. Like, she literally earned it. She did all of the right things to earn it. Why is she being penalized and being stripped of her medal? Because the judges made an error. And then to think 4 seconds, the inquiry happened 1 minute and 4 seconds, and it got to be under a minute. And because of that, y'all feel it's void? I agree with the sister when she said, like, regarding the racism portion of it, and it should have never happened. For Jordan, you are still a bronze medalist. You earned it. You did everything you were supposed to do to earn it. So even with them stripping it away from you and you having to hand it back over, in my eyes, and I'm sure in all of America's eyes, you are still the bronze medalist at the end of the day. And old girl from Romania, I wouldn't be too excited that you got this gold medal because you got it through a technicality. And not to sound harsh, but you didn't earn it. Like, at the end of the day, like, Jordan earned it, and it was only because of the judges that she didn't get the proper scoring. So if I were you, I wouldn't even want it. I would be on some like, nah, like, but hey, if it's gonna make you feel better to hang that on your mantle, knowing you didn't really earn it, hey, so be it. So be it. But fat shouts to Jordan Chiles. You definitely, this doesn't take away from who you are, your accomplishments, and it's all the judges' fault. We gotta put it all on the judges, because why y'all ain't scoring properly? Like, this not y'all first time doing this. Like, this girl over here flipping her heart out, and y'all not counting properly. Get it together. Get it together. So they are planning to appeal as well. They said, "We firmly believe that Jordan rightfully earned the bronze medal, and there were critical errors in both the initial scoring by the International Gymnastics Federation and the subsequent CAS appeal process that needs to be addressed." They said the initial error occurred by the scoring by FIG, and the second error was during the CAS appeal process. They said, as a result, we were not properly represented or afforded the opportunity to present our case comprehensively and they are planning to challenge it. They said they weren't given adequate time or notice to effectively challenge the decision. Given these circumstances, we are committed to pursuing an appeal to help Jordan Chiles receive the recognition she deserves. And I'm hearing that process could take months. So it's gonna be a back and forth. That's gonna be going down regarding this. We'll see how this plays out. But at the end of the day, it doesn't take away from Jordan. So, but yeah, fast shouts to Team USA. We ended the Olympics having the most medals of any other country. I knew that was going to happen anyway. We ended with 40 gold medals, tied with China, 44 silver, 42 bronze, for a total of 126 medals. China has a total of 91 medals at the end of the Olympics. Japan, 45, Australia, 53, and France rounds out the top 5 with 64 medals. So fast shouts to Team USA, all of the athletes from the United States of America. Y'all did what y'all was supposed to do. And till next time, till LA. That's going to conclude my talk on the Olympics. Let's move on to what else is hot in these blogs. Switching gears to politics. Past couple of weeks, I've been talking about politics because that's what's hot in the blogs. This week, we know both candidates, 45, aka Trump, as well as Kamala Harris, are on the campaign trail. They hitting these battleground states. 45, aka Trump, during his rallies, like most candidates, they play music when it's time for them to come out onto the stage. And I guess sometimes they do it without the authorization of certain artists. Artists have their own set of political views. Some artists may just not want to be a part of the political conversation, or they may feel their music playing at these rallies are a sign of like an endorsement of the candidate. Trump's, one of his latest rallies, he has Celine Dion's music video and song My Heart Will Go On play at his rally. And when Celine Dion's management team got a whiff of that, her, along with the label, released a statement. They said, today, Celine Dion's management team and her record label, Sony Music Entertainment Canada, became aware of the unauthorized usage of the video recording, musical performance, and likeness of Celine Dion singing My Heart Will Go On at a Donald Trump/JD Vance campaign rally in Montana. In no way is this use authorized, and Celine Dion does not endorse this or any similar use. And they ended it with, and really, that song? That was hilarious to read. They like, out of all songs you choose, and My Heart Will Go On? Like, sir, what? So I can only imagine that they are going to submit over a cease and desist. So in the next state, that song will not go on, apparently. Isaac Hayes' son, Isaac Hayes III, is also sending over a cease and desist to your boy Trump because he is using one of the songs that Isaac Hayes wrote. It's a song called Hold On, I'm Coming. Sam and Dave is the artist. We all heard this song. Hold on, I'm coming. Yeah, I know this song. But yeah, so that song was played at one of Trump's rallies in Atlanta, and Isaac Hayes released a statement, said that we did not approve the use of Hold On, I'm Coming, written by Isaac Hayes and David Porter by Donald Trump tonight in Atlanta. We and our partners at Primary Wave are taking legal action to stop the unauthorized use of this song. And Trump said, I guess until y'all send me them papers, I'm still using it. So he used it at another rally. And Isaac Hayes III released another statement. He said, today, on the anniversary of my father Isaac Hayes' death, we have repeatedly asked Donald Trump, the RNC, and his representatives not to use Hold On, I'm Coming during campaign rallies. But yet again, in Montana, they used it. Donald Trump represents the worst in integrity in class with his disrespect and sexual abuse of women and racist rhetoric. We will now deal with this very swiftly. So he joined Celine, Dion, and who knows who else that this man is using their songs to his rally. Like, be more like Kamala. You like to talk about her so much. She got Beyonce's approval before using her song Freedom. Reach out to these artists. What, you scared they're not gonna approve it? Like, you just like going through your playlist, like, let's put this on here. Let's put this on here. Like, do better. Do better. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what other songs they use without permission in their rallies. But let's move on. Last but not least, still keeping in politics and still talking about Trump and Harris. They have seemingly officially agreed to do this debate on ABC. We know that I spoke about this last week or so, where Trump was refusing to do the September 10th debate, and he was trying to orchestrate his own debate on September 4th. He wanted to do it on Fox. His man's in them over there at Fox. He wanted to do this debate over there, and basically threatening to not do the debate on the 10th if Kamala didn't agree to do the debate on the 4th. But now apparently they have come to an agreement of sorts. ABC released a statement. They said ABC News will host qualifying presidential candidates to debate on September 10th on ABC. Vice President Harris and former President Trump have both confirmed they will attend the ABC debate. Trump released a statement of his own at the news of the confirmation of the debate. He said the other side has to agree to the terms. They may or may not agree. I don't know if they're going to agree. I don't know what these terms are. I don't know if he wants to change some of the way the debate is going to be ran. I don't know if he wants her to agree to the 4th still, but apparently there's some terms. Kamala released a statement after the announcement of this confirmation. She said, I'm glad that he's finally agreed to a debate on September 10th. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope he shows up. So I guess it's still in the air whether he'll actually be there or not. Trump is still actively looking to debate on Fox News on September 4th, and he's also looking to do another one on September 25th on NBC. My thing is, we don't really need all these debates. Like, bruh, like, do the 10th. And maybe if you want to do another one, okay, I guess fine. Because you was going to debate Biden twice. You only got to do it once. So I guess it's fair to debate Kamala twice, I guess. But we really don't need 3 debates. Like, for what? Like, what's going to be covered differently at the other one that's not covered at that one? I don't understand. I mean, just make it like 2 hours long, however long it needs to be, get all of the questions in there, and that's it. We don't need 50 million debates. And in my opinion, I feel like majority of people probably already got their minds made up. Like, you got the swing voters who are in the swing states, but I feel like a lot of people probably already know who they're voting for. So these debates are really targeting the swing voters who may be on the fence. I don't know how small that percentage is, but we don't need 3 debates to get y'all message out there. Like, so yeah, stop trying to get all of the smoke and mirrors and distractions and stuff going. Like, we don't need it. We don't need all of that. But we'll see. We'll see. Because I don't know what these terms are. I don't know if Harris agreed to the terms. So we'll see if he actually shows up. But September 10th, I'll be looking forward to it. It's due. It's overdue. It's overdue. Thank you for watching. If you rock with your boy, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, it's called Holliewood and Friends, which means I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the topics I just discussed. I appreciate you. New episodes every Monday night. Until next time, deuces.